Hi there, Jean Greer here at Stylish Fireplaces. Today I'm introducing you to the Modern Flames LPM, Landscape Pro Multi. Multi for multi-sided. So this is a three-sided linear electric, and at the end of this video I'll give you a few other models to compare this one to. So our LPM here is a 56. There are three other sizes available. We've installed ours in a semi-flush condition. So we've put the back end 4 inches into our wall and then have the rest protruding. We love that feature on the Modern Flames three-sided, on their multi-sided fires. It really gives us some flexibility here in the showroom and possibly in your home as well. So this wall already existed. We reframed our openings for some new models recently, and we wanted to put three-sided here, but we didn't want to bring the whole wall out, and we don't have enough depth to put this whole thing in. So the semi-flush installation was a real lifesaver for us, being able to do that here. This LPM series can also be mounted fully on the wall, so we could have put the whole thing out in front of the wall and had it all on this side of the wall. I really like that versatility with installation. So ours is semi-flush installed, so the glass is exposed. Anything that isn't glass is behind the wall. And then we brought our stone around the top of the firebox and the bottom of the firebox, and then we put a marble slab on top to hide the metal on the top of the firebox. So a really neat installation that takes advantage of the three-sided glass, but didn't require us to do drastic rework on this existing wall. As you can see, we have logs and crystals inside. These are the media that come with the unit. Like most linear electrics, if you don't like the media they give you, you can certainly change it out for other media that's designed for electric fireplaces. Just make sure you look at something of a similar size so that you know it's going to fit. But you can change the media. But these crystals and logs come with the unit. One of the really neat features we love about Modern Flames models are the ones that have this full spectrum color, and the remote has that color wheel on it. So what's really cool is I can change all the colors at once, or I can change individual colors. And so right now it's set so that all the colors change at once, and so as I turn my finger around the wheel, all the colors are changing simultaneously. If I choose just the flames, I can adjust the flames separately. If I choose the uplight where the crystals are, I can adjust that separately. And if I choose the downlight, I can adjust that. So there are a ton of different effects you can get. If it's hockey night in Canada and you want to put your team colors here, you could definitely do that. So it's really fun to play with those colors. And when I want to, I can just revert back to something that looks natural, kind of stop there, and have it looking like a fireplace again. So if you like having those color features, or you're not even sure, it's a really neat thing to have and to play around with a little bit. This does have a heater. This is a dual voltage unit, so it can connect to either 120 or 240. 240 gives you more power for the heater. So if you have a particularly cool area of the house and you're concerned about having enough heat on the coldest days, you could connect to 240 volts, and that would give your heater more power. On 120 volts, it's going to heat up about a 400 square foot area. So you can decide which one makes sense for you. It is a direct wire unit when it is built in or semi-flush like this, and of course if it's 240 it will be direct wire. But even on 120, if I have this locked into my wall, as I do here with my stone, even partially locked in, it needs to be direct wired. So please remember that when you're installing, and if in doubt, always consult a licensed electrician. So we do have a heater, but as with all electrics, if you want to have the flames without the heat and just get the ambiance, you can do that. You never have to have the heater on to have the flames on. So it truly is a year-round fireplace. You can use it every day of the year and never turn the heater on if your room never gets cold. So other fireplaces that I would compare this to, so this is a linear three-sided, and I forgot to mention that you can set this up with all three sides exposed, or you can block either end and create an L shape. And if you really wanted to, you could block both ends and have a one-sided. So other units that I would compare this to would be the Imonti TrueView series, and they've got quite a range: TrueView Slim, TrueView Extra Tall, and the regular classic TrueView. And also the Napoleon Trivista series, which is three-sided. So those are some other fireplaces that you would compare the LPM to. You can find them all at stylishfireplaces.ca. You can search by brand, look for Modern Flames, or you can search by style and look for 2- and 3-sided fireplaces.